What's up, Trophy Hunter? Today we take a quick look at the PS Plus Premium Classic catalog. The reason why is because there are plenty of quick platinums. Keep in mind all these games have a PS4 and a PS5 version, but no game supports cross-save, so there is auto autopop for any of the games. If you also want a list with must-play classic games, let me know it in the comment section below. However, we're starting with the quick ones, let's go. As you already can see in the background, the first game is Toy Story 3. The game comes with 27 trophies and the trophies are very straightforward and easy. There are no missables because there's also chapter select. The levels in this game are very linear and it's really hard to miss the necessary collectibles you need to find in each level. Even without the guide, you should be able to unlock everything in less than 3 hours. With a guide, you probably can get everything in less than 2 hours. While Toy Story 2 is definitely the better option to play, but it requires a bit more time and skill. You probably know that Twisted Metal 1, 2, 3 and 4 are also available on PS Plus Premium. However, currently Twisted Metal 3 and 4 are the quickest ones. The reason why is because there are some cheats and there is a workaround for both games which let you unlock all the trophies relatively quick. Each game has 21 trophies. No trophies are really missable. The only reason why I give it a 3 out of 10 is because of the controls. If you play through the games legit and without the cheats, it's definitely a lot more difficult and it requires a lot more time. If you need some assistance, I have videos for both games on my channel how to unlock all the trophies relatively easy and quick. There are also cheats for Twisted Metal 1 and 2, but I think they already patched it, so you have to play through both games legit, which is a bit tricky, but you should be able to get through 1 and 2 within 5 to 8 hours. The next game on the list is Myst, but unfortunately the game has not aged well. It doesn't look as good as I remember and yeah, basically it's kinda boring. It's a puzzle game and with a guide you can get the platinum within 2 hours. But without the guide it's a little bit tricky because some puzzles are really a pain. So keep in mind this is only an easy and quick one if you use a walkthrough. The game has 21 trophies. Well, if you know what to do you can get everything within 1 hour, but if you use a walkthrough of course you need a little bit longer, but you should be able to get the platinum within 2 hours. The next game on my list is Star Wars Demolition, which is basically Twisted Metal just with a Star Wars setting. The game has a total of 33 trophies. Trophy wise we have no missables, but there are plenty of miscellaneous trophies. However, to make everything a lot easier you can change the difficulty and the damage in the options. So with the right settings this is an easy and quick one. Also keep in mind you can always use the rewind function or the save function, which let you save anytime, which makes basically every classic game a lot easier than back in the day. Like in most of these games, the biggest enemy are the controls. The next game on my list is definitely the quickest one, it's Pinball Heroes. The game has 21 trophies and to get the platinum you need to play each table and you need to set a high score on each table. No worries, the high scores are very easy to beat and there are a handful of miscellaneous trophies, but I guess most of them will unlock naturally just by playing. Also keep in mind the rewind function is your biggest friend in this one. The next game is Medievil. Well, usually the platinum would take several hours, but there's also a workaround with cheats which let you unlock all the trophies within 2 hours. Maybe a bit less, maybe a bit more. But it's very important to follow the guide step by step. You can find a full platinum walkthrough on my channel, which allows you to unlock all the trophies within 2 hours. Without the guide this is easily a 8 to 10 hour platinum. There are also cheats for the other Medievil games, but I think they already patched it. But I also want to mention it's definitely worth it to play through the game legit. The game has 39 trophies and there are no missables because there is level select. Next one is TimeSplitters. Well, there is also TimeSplitters 2 and Future Perfect available, but TimeSplitters 1 is the quickest one. The game comes with 21 trophies and to unlock the platinum you need to complete every story mission on normal difficulty and you need to complete every challenge level. Well, the platinum definitely requires a bit of skill, but like I said before, it's the easiest and quickest of the TimeSplitters games. And another thing is to get through this relatively quick and easy, always use the rewind function and the save function, which makes everything a lot easier. Next easy PC game on my list is Indiana Jones and the Staff of Kings. The game has 21 trophies and no trophy is missable because there is chapter select. To get the platinum in this one, you need to complete all the levels and you need to find all the artifacts. There are 38 artifacts in total. Of course, there are also a bunch of miscellaneous trophies, but they are all very self-explanatory and easy. The hardest trophy is probably you need to defeat the final boss without taking damage, but this is also very easy if you take advantage of the rewind function or the save function. The levels are very linear and you should have not really big problems to find all the collectibles by yourself, but in case you need some assistance, I have a full platinum walkthrough available on my channel. The next game is Alone in the Dark 2. Well, this is a relatively quick one if you know what to do. Well, I remember back in the day it took me a whole day to get into the mansion, but if you know what to do, you can get in the mansion within 2 minutes. Before you start the game, you can also select a difficulty, and of course it's highly recommended that you select easy if you want to get through the game quick. But keep in mind, the biggest enemy in this game are the controls. They're just awful, and you really need some time to get into it. The game has 21 trophies and there are some missables. If you need some assistance, I have a full platinum walkthrough available on my channel. Like I said before, if you know what to do, you can get through the game within 1 hour. If you're totally new to the game, it can take 3 to 4 hours. But with my walkthrough, you should be able to get all the trophies within 2 to 3 hours. Alone in the Dark New Nightmare is also available on Classic. It's definitely the better game, but keep in mind it requires a lot more time and skill. The next game is another good example of horrible controls, Jumping Flash. The only reason why this gets a 3 out of 10 is because of the controls. The game has 15 trophies and no trophies are missable. In this game the goal is basically to find all the carrots and then you need to leave the level via the exit. There are also a bunch of miscellaneous trophies and you also need to complete all the bonus stages. Well, I have a full platinum walkthrough available on my channel. If you know what to do, you can get through the game and unlock all the trophies in less than 1 hour. But if you play the game for the first time, it's more realistic that you need a little bit less than 2 hours to unlock everything. To be honest, I'm personally not really a big fan of this game, but it's definitely one of the quicker classic platinums. The next game on my list is Too Extreme. The game has 31 trophies and in this game you have 4 different extreme sports to try. There are a bunch of miscellaneous trophies where you need to score a certain amount of points in a specific level. You also need to complete and win a season on any difficulty, but this is super easy because you basically can turn off all the enemies in the options, which let you reach first place every time. So the only tricky thing in this game are the score trophies. This requires a little bit practice because of the controls. And that's it guys, this was my list for the quickest PS Premium Classic games. Well, basically we could also rename the list in most painful controls in video games. If you want to see a list with the best and most fan platinums on classic games, let me know in the comment section below. I hope you found this video useful, thanks for the attention, see you in my next one.